Previously on...
Did shit get real all of a sudden? Cause damn! I never felt more alive, more detached from this world, yet there was a tinge of emptiness. An emptiness that was rapidly growing. I opened my eyes to see the characteristic grin on her. Chottomatte, what the fuck is this? Yo, that's fucking scary, what? Chottomatte, hold on. The character's green on her irises seep out of their confines. I knew she was draining my essence. Eh? What? I could feel my soul leaving, yet I couldn't move. Hell, I didn't want to move. I passed out. What? Hello? Game? Hello? Really? Wait, no, that cannot be the end, right? Hello? Okay, finally. Okay. Alright, right. Game? Okay. The wood! Where am I? I was coaxed out of the darkness by the rough lapping of the life-giving ocean, accompanied by an exhausted, yet still desperate sobbing. It was the ladder that truly woke me. I could feel its resonate deep within me. Her pain was now my pain. No, it always had been, even before our fate encounter. Do we still have that bread? I mean, anyway, yeah. What happened? So, I slowly opened my eyes to see a scene very different to the one I had left behind. Bathed in the sad, pale light of the large full moon, which watched us eagerly not far above the horizon, Kira was sat cradling her knees. Kira? Are you okay? Kira? I attempted hoarsely. The sobbing stopped instantly. Now only the waves remained. She darted her head in my direction and gazed intensely into my eyes, as if trying to solve a complex puzzle. Her now conventional dual eyes stood out even more than normal from her tear stains. Disheveled visage, or maybe it's just because I've seen what they were capable of. Either way, her gaze consumed me completely. I could see she was failing to solve the puzzle as tears began to form once again. Kira looked out to the sea as she tried to gulp them down. I wasn't strong enough. I couldn't do it. Her voice was hoarse, barely a whisper. Girl, what is going on? I'm ready to accept my fate. Kira closed her eyes for a few seconds, trying to compose herself. Opening them gained her focus. Her speech was much clearer now. I was not born on the earth like you. I am the embodiment of the sea. The daughters of celestial beings have been conscious for millennia. Say what now? What? Wait, okay, so you're not human, I'm guessing. Okay. The moon flickered in her eyes. Okay, that's kind of scary. As she moved her gaze further out to sea. I was left to watch over a mass far greater than the soil human inhabit, and to protect and nourish a far broader range of creatures. Left completely alone, I struggle with this unimaginable burden, a struggle made harder by your selfish race. From constant pollution to farming entire species to death, as time progressed, like a thriving plague, you only brought more destruction. I watched you fervently, trying to dissect dissect what you made you behave in such a way, as my frustration at the lack of rightful reason grew, so did my fascination. I realized I possessed similar traits to you or kind buried somewhere deep within me, not needing to be displayed, so therefore remaining hidden. The connection I left became an obsession, one that was deeply intertwined with loathing. With that, she clutched her hands to her heart as if in pain. Following Kira's gaze, I focused my attention on the sedated waves. The reflection of the moon seemed to be trying its best to stay together, but was constantly distorted by lightly spitting rain. I wondered if this was a metaphor for Kira. I was approached by a forgotten ancient and offered a chance to become human, to walk amongst you. In return, I had no problem seducing and sacrificing one human soul to the shadowed apparition every lunar cycle. It turns out I didn't have the strength to fulfill my oath this time. Wait, what? I felt Kira realign her gaze in my direction. She smiled gently. Thank you, Tony. I thought I knew what it meant to be human, but I realize now I never truly did. That I wouldn't trade a gift you've given me for the world. Kira's voice cracked. What? I love you. I numbly turned to meet her gaze. I just wished I realized it sooner. Now my only wish is that one day you'll be able to forgive me. Kira, what? Kira! I mouthed soundlessly as she crawled towards me, tears streaming down her face. Still smiling, Kira put her finger over my lips before her hair was slung wildly towards the sea by the sudden gush of unending wind. Holy shit, the storm is coming. The waves became ferocious as they tried to claw her in. What? And the rain heavier, wearing the whole scene down. Determined to let her warmth penetrate through my mistrusted sheet created, Kira didn't flinch once as her leg began to float skywards, gently lifting the rest of her body. What? Without moving her finger, she leant forward and kissed me on the cheek. I felt her warm, salty tear run down the side of my face, expressing what I was unable to. She was hurled suddenly backwards, towards the sea. The bracelet I hadn't once seen her without since that day on the rocks, which now seemed like a lifetime ago, was torn off her wrist and left at my feet. Kira looked terrified, reaching out towards it as she was forced away. Seeing her face like that was a stab in my heart, one that would leave a deep scar. Silhouetted in front of the full moon, every aspect of her being fought wildly against its fate, Kira violently burst into the water that was her everything. The lifeless droplets shimmered in the moonlight as they reluctantly fell to the illuminated sea, now indistinguishable from the rain. The sea, the water that will sustain me, and my children. She will follow me always, under the same blue sky. Have you tried exploring the title screen? You never know. It may even hold a secret. Grand Wild, Crimson Knight. Okay! Wow, so always the same blue sky. Oh shit, so wow. I felt like I went on a roller coaster. Damn! Holy shit. So yeah, that was always the same blue sky. Sorry it's like probably like 10 or 13 minutes long. But damn! Yo, it was pretty good to be honest, yeah. I mean, I felt the writing was kind of went too fast to be honest. I feel like the pacing was fast. But still, it went well. Yeah. I mean, I felt like the connection between me and this girl right here, right? Oh my god, I totally forgot. Kira, yeah, Kira-chan's. The connection, I felt like it was not that deep, to be honest, because how the story went, it kind of went, yeah, too fast, I feel like, yeah. But still, it was good. I mean, I think she's a no, she's not a mermaid, she's part of the sea, right? Wow, so, okay. It's kind of sad too, but yeah, I couldn't feel that sad because I didn't get too much involved with this girl yet, I feel like. To be honest, as a player and as a reader. But still, overall, it was good, yeah. Yeah. I really love the music too. It's so cheerful. And whenever there's like I shouldn't say a dark scene, but a serious scene, right? It just made it fit, you know? With this beachside theme, you know? Also, I really love the artwork as well, and the transition they did. Yeah, it's so beautiful. In fact, they even put in the horror scene too, where her eyes color changed into something horrific. Yeah, I got freaked out when I saw that. Yeah, the transition you guys did really well. Yeah. Overall, yeah, I really loved it. It's just that I feel like the story's pacing was kind of too fast. I don't know, that's how I felt. It was a roller coaster ride, to be honest. But still, I had fun with that roller coaster ride, yeah. And the ending too. It was sad, but I think that's a good ending. I cannot tell because I feel like the bad ending will be my life will be drained by her after I kissed her. Probably, yeah. And that'll be the end of it. Yeah, so, yeah, that was always the same blue sky. Huh. I mean, overall, I loved it. It was so beautiful. And is that the bracelet she's holding? Wait. Did you guys see that? It's glowing somehow. Why is it glowing? What? Wait, there's more? Achieving Columbus. What? Kimmy. You know, I'm gonna use my voice. This tale has been passed down from generation to generation for as long as anyone around here can remember. I first heard it myself when I was but a wee lass, tucked up tight in bed. It was the night before Christmas and there was magic in the air. This island isn't a good home for owls. There isn't much to eat and it's too hot for their thick coats. So, it makes a perfect sense that you haven't seen one before, doesn't it? Why am I asking you? This will become clear later in the story. You just have to trust me for now. Tommy was out with his parents getting fresh bread and fish for supper when he was distracted by the biggest, ugliest fish he ever seen. Mommy, what's this called? Mommy shouted, fixated on it. There was no response. Tommy turned around, only just realizing the store was full to the brim with people. Mommy? Daddy? Tommy tried again, a little desperation in his voice this time. He could feel tears beginning to well up in his eyes, but being brave and holding them back, decided to wait patiently outside. As more and more time passed, and one by one the shops began to close, Tommy found it harder and harder to keep the tears at bay. As the sun began to sink below the buildings, Tommy's tears surfaced. Crying into his sleeves, Tommy didn't see the old man approach. Yo, I really love the art! What the hell? It really looks like you drew this on the canvas! Oh my god, seriously!
What's wrong, my boy?
Tommy looked up and saw an old man wearing peculiar clothing, tattered and old. They suited his long, curly mustache. Behind the bristle, Tommy could see that his face was kind.
Have you, lost your parents?
Tommy nodded sheepishly, sniffing, trying to stop his tears. He wasn't having much luck.
I'll tell you a story, and before you know it, your parents will be back for you.
The old man must have seen a double or a doubt on Tommy's face.
I've been around for a long time. I'm very rarely wrong these days.
The old man said with a warm smile and a wink.
Did you know that old Mr. Owl is the reason owls have the reputation of being wise? He actually lives on this very island, in fact, but he spends a lot of time away from home, years on end. During his time away, he's out learning all he can about the world, from watching over ancient tribes and hidden parts of misty rainforests, to perching on the gates of ancient temples in the heart of Kyoto.
Hold on, I feel like I know what you're talking about. What?
As I'm sure you know, owls only have small brains, so it is said the reason he returns home is to store his memories in a sacred birdcage, making room for his next trip. Some say the old owl is an ancient deity that has been cursed into his feathery from in order to learn a lesson. So he patiently watches the world, trying to understand the error of his ways and return to his true form. Even rarer than Mr. Owl return in this chance, you'll find a feather he shed whilst on this island. His feathers are said to be imbued with a special power, one that's said to give its owner great courage, the power to accomplish anything. I am an old man now. I live my life, and a very full one at that. I'm sure I have the mysterious feather I found as a boy to thank. Hold out your hand, son.
The old man said, matter of factly, I mean. Tommy responded with one last sniffle and proceeded to rub his nose as the old man rummaged around in his coat pocket. He went to wipe away the water from his eyes, but stopped when the old man produced an almost translucent beige feather, unlike anything Tommy had ever seen. Even though the daylight was fading, the feather sparkled widely, like a crystal caught in the midday sun. The old man placed the feather in Tommy's hand and closed his fingers around it. Barely a second had passed before he heard worried shouts of, "Tommy! Tommy!" Tommy looked over to see his parents running tearfully towards him, and from that moment on, Tommy knew he would always be alright. Before running to his parents, Tommy turned back to thank the old man, but there was no sign of him. It is said that Tommy opens the door of the birdcage upon Mr. Owl's expected return and leaves the finest seed he can find there as a gift of gratitude. He passes his tradition on to his grandchildren, asking them to pass it to theirs. Tommy had no idea that owls don't eat seeds. Kimmy, expert storyteller, proud owner of Glitzy Glass. Okay. Oh! Yo, that was really good! What the shit? Whoa, was that a secret? I guess that's a secret. Yo! Oh god, thank god I found that out. Oh my god, this game. Holy shit. Oh, and is that the reason why there was an owl in a bird cage for owls on that scene? And they explain about how... Oh, now it makes kind of sense. Wow, okay. Yo, this storytelling right here was really good, yeah. Holy shit. That was all, yeah. So, yeah, that's always the same blue sky. Yo, that was so good. Oh my god, at the very end. Yo. Wait, should I even show this? I feel like I'm giving a huge, fuck it. No, I'll show it to you guys, yeah. Wow, and they even have us hidden side stories too. Oh my god. Game, you just made my day. Holy shit. So yeah, that was always the same blue sky. Overall, you know what? I really love this game. I feel like it's so deep, However, the story pacing, again, it was kind of fast, but how it was written was really unique and professional, I feel like, yeah. It has this way of inviting you in, I feel like. Yeah. Again, the writing was really good, but the story pacing was pretty fast, I feel like, yeah. But overall, holy shit, this game, oh my god, it was good. That is all I can say about that, yeah. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, I'll see you guys. And before that, if you guys want to play this game, again, I'll post the link in the description below and their website as well. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Later.